105, the bounce. Detroit's still back for hip hop and R&B. It's your boy Showtime, the Czar. In studio with me, I have a special guest, man, heating up these Detroit streets. One of the young flyers guys in the game right now, Flyboi Rich. What up, though?
What up, though, my guy? What up, though?
Man, appreciate you for stopping in today, man. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Early in the morning, trying to grind.
Yes, always. Got to stay on your grind, man. Got to. Let's start from the beginning, bro. Talk about how you got into hip-hop and the rap game and all that type of stuff, man. Talk about your beginnings for me.
Beginnings, man, I got into hip-hop just at a young age. I was producing and stuff. It was me, my people, John Boy. It was a couple of us. We was producing. We started in the basement for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kicked it off with Kid, the producer. And then I talked to Christina Campbell. And from there, it was moving on up, man.
Okay. Talk about some of your musical influences that you had as a young.
My musical influences, the Tupacs, the Waynes, the Jay-Z's, it was just more so the business mindsets of the Jay-Z's and stuff like that, the Jadakiss, more so the lyricists and stuff like that.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Cause I hear that in your raps now, bro. You don't you're a lyricist. You think that is falling off in the hip hop game right now, especially among male hip hop artists.
I think it kind of fell off for real. It ain't been too much lyricism to it. They don't think you can do like lyricism and make bounce, pop music and stuff to make people dance too. So I think.
Oh, you think that is?
I don't know, bro. I think they just veered away from it for real. Like they just gave up on the lyrical side of it.
Yeah, but you still like to keep that going, man. And and I like that about you because listening to your music, it's a lot of, you're not trying to make the hot record. You're trying to make the right record, if that makes any sense, man.
No, facts.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro.
You got a 6-album EP or album out right now, 313 to 330, 330. I guess that's how Ohio say it. Is that it? 330?
Yep.
All right, you and Sean B, what made you want to do a collab project?
So me and Sean B, we started working together through my guy Keith. So they was working with Benny the Butcher, them teams. So shout out Benny the Butcher and
nice.
Rick Hyde, them. So we always chopping it up in politicking. So we always working together, and then that just made us do a project. And now we working on the project with Rock Nation.
Nice. How'd that come about with the project with Rock Nation?
Rock Nation, it came through with this lady named Krista. I met her at Pierre's. I was in Fort Wayne, and I was doing some stuff with Vezo and all them. She invited me out and stuff like that. So then I got a situation with Rock Nation. Then I ended up getting a situation with Empire as well. So shout out Waleed and Ghazi too.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I seen on your profile you got a whole bunch of different, like, I guess, record companies that you're working with, bro. So is that, I didn't want to,
You like, yes.
Yeah. Can you explain that just a little bit, man? Because you had because Dope Boy-ish, Dope-ish, I'm sorry, that's you, right?
Yeah, that's my record label.
That's your record label. Okay, Talk about Dope-ish. Why?
So Dope-ish Records, I made that about, I want to say like 5 or 6 years ago. I started with an artist named That Boy Hen. We did the song named Adidas. It blew up pretty good on there.
Yeah.
So after that, I started talking to a few people, and Empire just gave me a label deal. So with the label deal with Empire, it just came with that. I talked to Waleed and Ghazi, and we ended up having a distribution deal through the label.
So are you signed to Empire and Rock Nation, or is just deals with all of these different?
Yeah, I got all my deals is like what's the name? So non-exclusives. So
Got you.
I can move around. So I kind of don't got that like tied into kind of deal.
So do you want to get signed to any of these labels, or do you like the independence of being able to move around like that?
It just depends on if they give me the right situation. Like, we working on some bigger situations. Like, I don't think I'd rather be... I think they see me as more than an artist, and I feel like the same way because I move around kind of more. I do, like, a lot of the business side of stuff, too, so I feel like they see me doing more so a bigger role than an artist, so I feel like it's going to be something bigger than that.
You dropped a record earlier in the year called False Idols. Can you talk about that record for me, man?
False Idols was just basically... talking about people who praise the wrong stuff or praise the wrong people. They not seeing like behind the covers type of stuff. So I just wanted to bring it to the light.
Nice. Now you talk a lot about business, man. I see you got your hand in a little bit of everything, man. Why was business so important to you, especially when it comes to hip hop? Because a lot of people don't know the business aspect of it. What made you want to take a deep dive into the business aspect of hip hop?
So it really came from me watching the bios and documentaries of all the old people, like the TLCs, the 3LWs and stuff like that, and seeing that they didn't know the business side of it, like how to get the royalties and how to get your LLCs and, you know what I'm saying, EINs and all that kind of stuff. So that's what really made me dive deep into it. And then working with all these labels and stuff, I started taking the classes and, jumping in with them and stuff like that, getting into the hip-hop fraternities and stuff like that with Pimp and Ken and all them. So they kind of was schooling me and teaching me more of the game, too.
How important is it to know I guess, the ins and outs of it? Because you see people getting into bad deals all the time, man. How do you prevent yourself from doing that? Like, people always want to just do the music, but then there's a whole nother side to music. Yeah.
For a fact, you got to learn that part. But the main thing, you just got to focus on that part. Like, you got to have that focus on it. I know I talk to a lot of artists, and they be like, man, I just want to do the artist side. Somebody else handle that. But I'm like, shoot, you want your money from the art too, so you going to want to deal with that. Because in the long run, in the fewer times, like, say like about a year or two from now, you see your song blowing up. You done did about 30, 40 million streams. You done did about 40 million on YouTube and stuff like that. Now you like, hold on, where my residuals at? You ain't did the business side of it, and somebody else got all your money now.
How important is ownership in music?
Very important. Definitely get your publishing.
So why do they sell why do they sell publishing? Why do they sell their royalties and stuff, man? I don't understand why.
Some people sell a certain part of publishing, so they got publishing deals now. Like you can give them like 6 songs and they'll give you a certain amount of money, but you still own, you still keep royalties from certain parts of it.
Okay.
So some people do that too, and they know they gonna push the song more because they got it now.
And do you own all of your music and publishing rights and all that stuff?
Sure.
Okay, so if an artist wanted to find out how to do that, man, what do you suggest an artist does to educate themselves on royalties and ownership and all that type of stuff, man? Where is this information at for these people?
Man, I would really say Google it, and AI is your best friend right now, for real. You can AI a lot of stuff, and they gonna give you some tools for real. Or shoot, just hit me up. I be telling a lot of people stuff all the time, and I be holding classes and stuff too. So they wanna learn, yeah.
You go to class where? Like
yeah, I be doing them at Club Tang, the old bullfrog.
Nice. So this is a class there that they can just go and learn about. You know. All right. I want to ask you about your podcast. All right. Tell people the name of it real quick.
The podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not my podcast. That's my people podcast. But I will tell you about them.
Okay.
People of Detroit. But I got the One Mic on Wheels that we working on.
Nice. Okay. All right. What made you want to? Do you want to step into the podcast game, or you said you starting a podcast?
I think I am about to step into the podcast.
Yeah. What made you want to do that, man? I heard Tyler Creator says too many podcasts, so now it's like. But I like hearing hip hop artists talk about their experiences. So some of it be lessons and stuff in there. So
I feel like it's different. Like what he's saying, he like it's too many podcasts, but I think it's like the person that's doing the podcast, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you coming from artist to artist and an artist telling people.
But see, them the people that can talk about it. That's what I want to hear, man.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I should do a podcast because it's like an artist doing the podcast now,
Facts.
so it make more difference.
So, are you gonna be teaching some of these classes that you have on there on the podcast, man, about the business aspect of it?
I'm definitely gonna be teaching them some gems. I'm definitely gonna be dropping gems in there all the time, letting them know one of the episodes might be just full of gems.
Nice. All right. Couple more things, man. Do you have any new projects that you want to talk about coming up, man, that people should know about or be on the lookout for, man? I know you just dropped one in April. Talk about some of the projects that you got coming up.
Yeah, I'm working on a compilation with Rock Nation with. It's me, Sean P, and my guy AP Philippe. So we just did a deal with Rock Nation right now. So we're going to drop a compilation with them. And then I'm doing something with Empire right now, too, I'm working on. So I don't know the name of the project yet, but I know it's going to be a big project I'm working on. So I got a lot of classics on there for sure.
Fire. And is there anyone that you want to work with in the city or outside the city that you haven't been able to work with yet?
In the city, it's a few people for sure. Payroll I want to work with. Skilla I want to work with for sure.
Nice.
I think we'll do a dope track. And Cash Kid I want to work with.
Nice. You pick a lot of lyricists, man. The lyricism is big to you. And I see that, man. I hear that in all your music, man, and I love that about you, bro. All right. Flyboi Rich, man, tell them how they can find you. Tell them all your socials and stuff, man, so they can tap in with you, stay tapped in with you with everything you got going on.
Oh, man, if you Google Flyboi Rich, everything should pop up. But Instagram at Flyboi, UKNOWFLYBOI. Everywhere else, Flyboi Rich, man, just put it in. You're going to see it everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Tidal, everywhere you can search up. Look international.
Flyboi Rich, man. Showtime, the Czar, 105, 1 to bounce. Peace.
Yep.